Milwaukee Tools, a new combo kit out. This is brushless tools. You'll note they are not listed as fuel. That's because these guys are smaller, less powerful per se, but they're still very, very impressive. This kit here is model number 3692-22CT. It's going to come with two 2.0 amp hour batteries, a drill, and an impact driver. Now there are multiple different models of this kit. You can get the one that includes the hammer drill. You can also get one, I believe, that includes a 3-speed impact driver. Now these are basically meant for trades guys. They're going to have a metal chuck in here. They're durable. You have different clutch settings. They're small, they're compact, not going to be a crazy size. So this dude, 550 inch-pounds. This guy, 1,700 inch-pounds. Very interesting when we look at them. They just look like small tools, but they're not going to have the fuel logo. Notice they have the brushless on the back. And if we look at the bottom, they're going to have the same connections basically. These tools are small, meant to be working over your head or in different areas. We're going to go through and push them a little bit, see what we can get them to do. Performance-wise, we've always been very impressed with the brushless models, more impressed than we actually thought we would be, so I'm looking forward to testing these. This drill driver is the non-hammer drill model, model number 3601-20. It's going to come in at 2 pounds, 4 ounces. If we put the 2 amp hour battery on it, it will come in at 3 pounds, 4 ounces. If we look at the single speed impact driver, this is model number 3650-20, 1 pound, 12 ounces. With the battery, that should come up to 2 pounds, 10 ounces. Interesting, as this battery is 14 ounces. The drill in this kit is model number 3601. It is 2-speed, 0 to 550 on level 1, 0 to 1700 on level 2. We have 12 different clutch settings here. This clutch is going to be mechanical, which is what most people are wanting these days. Standard Milwaukee fit finish as far as everything goes. In the center you have a lockout LED is going to be on the bottom. That's going to go off your trigger. We're going to start out with a 1/2-inch spade bit, work our way up. Obviously we're going to have to get down to low pretty quick, but let's just see how this goes. $550 inch-pounds. Remember that. This is not a full-size drill. It's not meant to be. It's meant to be light for working overhead. That was a 3/4 inch. You can hear it bogged down slightly, but there is enough torque that it is holding that RPM. We're up to a 7/8. Still zero issue. Again, small battery pack. If you've watched any of our videos in the past, we've looked at these small battery packs, and the voltage drop and sag with them is significant. We're up to a 1 inch, still on level 2. We hit the end there and stopped. Basically did complete the hole, but let's try it again. 1 inch, completed the hole. We're going up to 1 1/4 inch. This is pretty big for a small drill. Not going to risk it here. There's no auxiliary handle on this small drill, and if there is anything on some of this new technology, we have enough power that there should be. Again, no issue with the 1 1/4 inch. Look at that. Let's go up to 1 1/2. Chuck on this is quite positive. It's nice to hear. It's neat. That's too much. We're going to drop to level 1. As one should with a 1 1/2 inch. Now just for fun, let's go up to the CP3 level 2. Let's just see how it goes. Definitely gave it a lot more of a try there. Very interesting. Now obviously for safety, I have to have a secondary hand on here. We have vents that are back here on both sides. I'm trying to keep my hand around them. You can feel the warm air coming out, no doubt about that. Let's move up to a 1 3/4 inch bore bit. This is probably not going to stress it. It is not going to be a level 2 drill, although for fun, let's try it out. Look at that. With the 2 amp hour battery, she just rolls right through this. That one's not fair. I took out part of another hole. It is pretty quick. I am moving my hands around on this because I feel like my thumb is getting close, but there is some warm air coming out of here. Nothing that is scary. And something cut out at this point. We do still have the LED light, so that tells me it wasn't the battery. We're getting a little bit warmer. But the tool's still kicking away. That's pretty good. We're gonna go back to the 2 amp hour battery, drop down to level 1, pull out a 2 9/16 inch bore bit. Obviously, if you're buying this drill, you are not using this bit normally. This is just showing the power that it has, the capability, what you're gonna be able to do. And if you're someone who wants to do this, buy a larger drill with an auxiliary handle. Not gonna mess around with trying to get through the bottom of that without an auxiliary handle. We took it to the bottom. It is paper thin. If I rock to get through that, it could catch like it did. I'm not gonna risk it. That's powerful to get through this, and it always amazes me. Not a fuel model, right? But still, Milwaukee is not backing away on what this drill will do. And that's me switching around, trying to get my hand over here to brace myself. There is, I'm gonna go to the CP3. I'm gonna finish this hole, but there's a lot more power in this little tool. Look at the difference in speed. Little bit of an upgrade of a battery and this thing lights right up and goes. That's impressive for a small drill. For you guys wondering about temperatures, we're up there. We're getting some significant heat out of the back. At the same point in time, you know, it's just the back. It is this motor. The rest of the tool is pretty cool, but we are definitely getting, you know, a max of 171 on this. That's, you know, 157 on the green point. If we move up to the area, 158. There's 171 degrees inside this guy, so she's getting pretty warm. 1,700 inch-pounds in this size of a tool is still pretty awesome. With that said, you still have all the finesse with the single speed to drop very small screws, even if we want to get real slow. Control is key here, obviously. If you need multiple speeds, that's perfectly fine, but trigger finger here should be pretty good on getting some of the small stuff done, even if you want to do it at speed. Pretty simple. If we want to move up a little bit, obviously you still have the power to do so. This is not a just slide in. You have to remove the collet there to get it in. This is some little bit larger decking screws. This shouldn't be an issue either. Simple to get it down. Easy to get into place. Very controllable trigger. I enjoy that. Easy to sink right where it needs to be. Now, if you're doing this style of stuff, I would suggest that you probably go somewhere else. But with that said, let's see how it does. I'd also like to say we went through the bottom of that hole. That's why it sped up a little bit at the bottom. And I think the drill might be faster at doing that with less noise. But let's move over a little bit. This is the CP3. Pretty good. Now there is a crack that happened from that other this one going through. Let's just move over. That was me letting off. If you listen to the different sounds, that was interesting. I think a lot of it has to do with this bit in the sound, but for something small like that, if you had to put something in, no issue. Obviously this is meant for working on smaller pieces, maybe HVAC, little stuff like this, something in the trades, this is going to do just fine. And that single speed, as long as you're good with your trigger finger, is going to have zero issues. Size and weight are obviously the key to the components that Milwaukee put together here. They want this to be a tradesman's unit. They want it to be workable for anyone who's going to work over their head, work around in tighter places because everything is shorter, and they want it to be easy to use. So this is simple. You can get this in a 3-speed model if you wanted to. It's going to cost a little bit more, as I said before, $239 for this full kit. Includes the contractor bag, the charger, 2 2.0 amp hour batteries, impact driver, and drill driver. Pretty sweet deal when it's out there, and this is new, so someday there's going to be a sale somewhere, and that's going to put this in a very, very affordable area for many people. Size-wise, awesome. Fit in hand, to me, I have a little bit larger mitts, but this works great. I like these tools, and I always think that people are going to question, why is it not labeled fuel? Well, because it's not the best in its class. It doesn't mean that it doesn't have the same brushless motors and all the other technology that's inside. It just means that this stuff is not best in its class, and there are more powerful drills out there. They're going to cost you more money. They may be a little bit larger, but at the same point in time, this stuff still gets the job done. Obviously, this drill really rocked it out. Did it get warm doing things that were much more than it should be doing? Yes, that shouldn't matter to you guys, because if you're doing that type of stuff with this, you need to get a bigger drill. If this has the power to do so, maybe not safely, maybe not without a little heat, it has the power to do it if you were in a pinch, but it's meant for much lighter stuff. Same with the impact. If you're going to use it for the larger stuff on a daily basis, although this didn't get as warm, it would over time. And if you're going to do the larger stuff, get a larger impact, or in fact, just use the drill. It would have been faster. Either way, guys, love to hear your comments below. Give us a like of this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.